There was also some points made about this water bottle which was kept over here, beautiful water bottle which has everything you need in it. But unless this water bottle is cold, is made available to me when I want it, it is of no use to me. Okay.
As a project, I take to build a house. Okay. Leaky roofs. Okay. Patchy walls. Cracky marbles. Then comes your service guys. They do excellent thing. They do remove that. Excellent service. Okay, good. Remove all those marbles. Fix those leakages. Walls. Done. Excellent service. That's why did we need them? Had we done the project with the right spirit and done everything which is required, service, my dear friend, comes into picture once there are patchy things delivered. Service, 1 minute, just. I gave you a lot of time, I deserve some minutes. Thank you. In God I trust. From rest I need data. Okay? Thank you. You say service management, customer user experience, that is fine. I'm not negating that fact. Respect your opinion for that. But that is the second stage. If we deliver an excellent thing, Shah Jahan never went anywhere to market for the Taj Mahal, but the bird comes to see that Taj Mahal. Right? Okay. It speaks volumes. You don't need. You gave lots of examples. I give you one relevant example since it struck to my mind. Once you were quoting telecom companies, I worked with a major telecom company, topmost in India. During the recession, lots of companies were doing XYZ things to save money, and some did blunders as well. This is what I'm putting in the blunder side. I don't name the organization for which I was working, but this was a client, this telecom company. Pan India, they wanted to implement contact center technologies, so 35 contact center across the globe. But hell, they were not investing onto the project management. They have ITIL, everything on paper, everything in line, service desk is there, project incident, project management, well in place. But the project management, there were no experts in the project management, there were no experienced guys who have really done some critical projects in their life cycle, and since they got them at the cheaper rate from the market, they put them in that place. Okay. Nowadays, you know what happened? I'm 20 years of experience, taken for granted, I know everything. This guy is 8 years of experience, taken for granted, doesn't know anything. Okay, tribute to the kind of think tank we are developing in us. Okay, so what happened? Initially, they started the project with 7 people as a technical expert, 3 people doing everything, quality, project management, everything. The client did not pay them money for 2 consecutive years. Rather, whenever we go or my management went for the billing, they were asking for the penalty. They come back. Now when the recession went away, they had lost many guys. Now that's 7 plus somewhere that was making 12 guys resources. It's 140 guys. Out of this, you know what happened? Technical guys do say when there is Excel sheet, we have 50 project managers here. And there are only around 150 guys working. 1 project manager for 2 guys. It makes sense somewhere. Not everywhere, but in this case, because they did a blunder in the initial stages. They were not getting money. Why they wanted to do the business with that? There was a reason. It was the big client. It was the major. Why am I organization working for the Apple? Maybe at the per hour billing list. Because that would help me to make my PowerPoint presentation while delivering to the other clients and impressing them and getting them into my kitty. So that was precisely the reason we were doing business with this major. Okay, but again, some mistakes that were done in the initial stage. How much effort you do? You speak, your customer service center guys speak excellent English. Okay. All the things we will deliver, we will do everything. But why the hell this position is coming? You would have done the basic things precisely whatever was required, you have delivered that. Rest of the thing, I agree. There are while we move ahead, there are the change requests, evolve the processes, evolve service management and all those things comes into picture. But why, what was supposed to be done as a part of the project management to be taken as a service management? I reiterate the same example. The house that was delivered, no matter how excellent your service management is, I need to spend on that service management. Had that been delivered with everything, what was needed, what was required, the basics for the house, the ratio of the cement and the whatever should be what is needed, not what is like later on you can do and all the amendments, this spends lots of money, good. But dear friend Ashish, my only objection to this is service management, we cannot avoid that. But let's have the basic things in place. Let the child be born with limbs and eyes and everything be there. We can nurture him to the young gentleman. But if a child is born defective, you did not give a polio vaccine in time when needed. How effective your service management comes into the picture later on. Something which is fundamentally wrong, structurally wrong, structurally not correct, you cannot amend that. That is the prerequisite of the project management. Over to you.
Thank you. I think first of all,
let's focus on IT.
I had to give some examples.
Fair enough. I think Zafar has really home his point very well about how exactly a project is expected to deliver something which is useful and complete. The point is, that was my whole point. What I have said, and I think, and I might be wrong because I might have come up with the wrong information. My contention about this debate is that it is not that project management is more important or service management is more important. I'm saying both are equally important. You cannot deliver anything useful to the customer unless
No,
you have
initially you
services.
said you would be speaking against the motion, so I thought.
Exactly.
It happens, it happens.
I know. Let me
Because what I started my debate by saying
I am against
changes
the motion.
are the-
I am against the motion. The motion says project management is more important than service management. I am saying it is not more important. I am saying it is equally important.
Okay.
Now let me come back to some points which are very specific to service management in IT. Now I think my good friend here is only confining a large part of service management to bug fixing. And I agree. A good project should deliver a product which is essentially bug free. But unfortunately, service management not only covers bug fixing, it also covers things like security management, application management, having a kind of an infrastructure management in place. These are not bug fixing activities, these are regular activities that you need to have before any application becomes user worthy. Second point is, we will be talking about ensuring that whatever we deliver to the end product, to the end user, is actually bug-free. You don't need to spend too much time in making sure that everything is placed. All I want to emphasize again is, how do you do that? Even the last phase of project management, when you talk about transition and release management, essentially is walking into the release management, service management space. You cannot have an effective project manager, you cannot have an effective project management unless you have planned for service delivery. Why are we in this industry? We are not here to deliver projects, and neither are we here to manage services. We are here to make sure that IT in the end becomes an enabler for all users in an organization. And unless we have an effective way of making sure that not only do we deliver a good product, but also make sure that it is usable using service delivery, I don't think we are fulfilling our purpose, and that is my basic contention.
Thank you. Yeah, up to an extent, I appreciate your point. And what I said earlier, that service management we cannot completely negate, we have to get consensus somewhere. But what I was talking, first thing first, we need to first reach to like what is required first, and then later on we can build over and above. Okay, and then we can portray the excellence and whatever the jargon says. Peter Drucker said, nothing can be bad when we do very efficiently, which is not required. And precisely what in most of the practices in project management, I'm not contradicting to your point, I'm putting some point. Okay? what is happening in the project management nowadays. Not understanding the requirement, very efficiently delivering the thing which is not needed.
But that's a project management problem. I think what
No,
we are is whether it's more
I'm
important.
still in a way. Right? I did not complete my testing. Sorry. Okay. Thanks. So this is precisely what blunder we are making in most of the project management processes. We are not adhering to the things whatever needed. What are the guidelines and what should be? What we do, Ashish, I tell you one thing from practical experience. People say, I have tried my best. First, I don't need your best. I need what is right. Your best may not be right in terms of time, in terms of cost, in terms of quality, or in terms of any. So, having said this, what I need to convey is understand what is required, align your processes, all the knowledge areas, all the process areas, plan to check act, progressively elaborated, and all those jargons, stick to them. They are important. They have evolved over a period of time. They are not being accepted by the market blindly. Okay? And they are applicable across the sphere, not limited to the IT. Anywhere you go, they are applicable. Okay. So, the essence lies in saying, if these things are taken in principle and adhered to, I don't see any problem where service things comes into like more vocal. Service become more vocal when the things are wrong. See, one thing, there is a priority one issue, you have a crisis call, people are trying to fix it, it's taken 5 minutes, some James Bond kind of a guy comes in, fixes in 5 minutes, all praises to it, he has done excellent service. One minute, just a second. He has done excellent service, not an issue. Okay. But why we are landing to this situation? Why we are landing 5-hour time would be taken for the priority one issue only when it is a major problem. When things have, the structural problems are there. Simple issues can be fixed momentarily. As a priority one issue you need to fix in 30 hours, 30 minutes, 1 hour. So, service not as a bug fixing alone, service as a holistic approach, overall umbrella, required. It is required to be done efficiently and drive you more business. Once you have done excellent service, that prompt others to give you more business. But that is the second stage. What I want to say, the first stage is the project management. This is important because you have what I don't want to go to those examples. Project management, it says like you have done the things right. You would see the shakes and hiccups later on. Your service management would take care. But are you going to say that what are the shakes and the hiccups? They are major on the count. Like
if you expect me to respond, you have to
yes. Give me 1 minute. I'll allow you to explain. So service management, it's important. It drives you. It gives you more business. It's essential. But project management, if done properly, and your project is meeting all the requirements or the specification, and then definitely I see the scope of service management narrows down. You need to have a lesser number of resources associated to the management, to the service management, because many issues are coming up. Because the robustness of the product doesn't allow so many issues comes in. Okay.
Excuse, I want to ask one thing. I think I'm basically want to get myself very clearly. Whether service management is a part of project management? If yes, let it. If yes, or if you say if not, then why you need service management? First of all, if the customer was expecting you to provide the service, or he was expecting to only give the product or the service what he desired.
That is an excellent question.
So on that behalf, I want the further discussions or right way to go on.
Right. This was my second point also. First of all, let me first contradict one point which was raised by Zafar about having a big team of people supporting an application. And I'm sure all of us who have worked even a little while in the IDL or IDL space would realize that 90% of the calls any help is received do not require any code changes. Most of the times, people are asking for information which is already available on websites as a part of user manuals. Something which has been very effectively produced and informed as a part of training during the project management phase itself. Users need help
But when you say code changes, I see you're limiting it to certain kind
No, let
of
me
service
complete my
management.
point first.
Right?
Let me complete my point first, and I have to address what Mr. Zaveri has also asked right now. So my first point is that even if you deliver a 100% perfectly working fine application, which is absolutely impossible, you would still need a help desk to help your users somehow. I don't know why they need it, but they still need the help.